We're going to demonstrate toggles within an editor window. So to do that, you're going to start with a folder called editor, and then within that folder, you're going to create a C# script. Call it whatever you want. I'm going to call mine toggles. Open that up, delete everything within the class, and then you're going to create a function to show the window. Public static void show window is what I'll call mine. And then you're going to create a variable for the window, w equals getWindow, type of toggles in my case, and then you actually have to typecast it in front of getWindow for toggles. We're going to change mono behavior to editor window because that's what we're doing, which requires us to be using Unity editor up at the top. And then we're going to add a menu item so we can actually navigate to our new window. And I'm just going to put it under window and just call it toggles. And then I'm actually going to set w.min size for the window equals a new vector 2 300 by 500, and then w.max size equals new vector 2 for the max size of the window, 600 by 800. We're going to go over to Unity after saving, go to Window, Toggles, and there's your window. But there's nothing in it, so let's put something in it. I'm going to create a new function, private void on GUI. And we need some variables for it. The first thing we're going to create is just a regular toggle, call it tog for the boolean. Set it to false, and then tog equals editor GUI layout dot toggle. And then we're going to give it a label of regular toggle and tog. So now we save it, go over to the window, and we have a very generic toggle checkbox. Now we can create a left toggle, call it left tog equals false. And we're going to set it up in the same way, left tog equals editor GUI layout dot toggle left. And we're just going to call it left toggle for the label. And you'll notice it's pretty similar except for the fact that the label is now to the right, or the toggle is now to the left of the label. Now we're going to create the last type of toggle, and that's actually a toggle group. So we'll create boolean alpha group enabled and set that to true. And we're going to do the same thing for two more groups. And these are toggle groups that'll actually have a series of toggles underneath them that can be enabled or disabled via enabling or disabling the group as a whole. So we're going to create three Boolean arrays, one for the alpha group, call it A, set it to size of 5, and just set all values to false. You can set them to true if you want to start out with. And then we're going to do, we'll actually just copy it, paste it again twice more, and change it to B and C, which will be for Bravo and the Charlie groups. And then again, I just set them all to false. So we're going to go back down to our on GUI, and we're going to set up alpha group enabled equals editor GUI layout dot begin toggle group. We're going to give it a label of alpha group, and then it references the alpha group enabled. We're going to do the same, or actually, we're going to set the toggle, the first toggle at least, for A of 0, which is the first value, by doing editor GUI layout dot toggle as we did before. We're going to give it a label. I just called it 0 for simplicity. You can call it whatever you want. And then we can actually just cut and paste that and adjust all of the zeros to be 1s. So we have A of 1, A of 2, and so forth. And then you want to end your toggle group before beginning the next group, the Bravo group. So I'll end our toggle group, and we're actually just going to cut and paste to save some time the Bravo group enabled and the Charlie group enabled. It's all basically the same except I changed the name and the A's to B's or C's. You're going to go back over after saving, and you'll notice that we have all three groups now, and we can actually check all the boxes, or we can actually disable the entire group to where it saves whatever state it was in, and then you can re-enable them. And that's it.